biography.
Alright, so this is Mr. Nadji Jeter. He is from Atlanta.
Yes,
and
yes.
he is also the voice of Miles Morales in the Spider-Man games, as well as the voice of Sam in the Last of Us games. And if you guys would, when you ask your questions, please come over here to the mic so that we can get good audio for that. All right?
Yes,
And
yes.
For whoever wants to get started first, let's have it.
Let's rock and roll. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Pretty good. Yourself?
Doing well. What's your name?
Carnell Howard.
Carnell Hollins. Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you.
Okay, so as we draw ever so near to a live action Miles Morales, which you both embody, what would you say you bring to the table for the character that differs from any other iteration of Miles Morales?
Oh, wow. Well, definitely I've grown with Miles since, great question too. So the difference between I and I think anyone else, or if that question came to anyone's mind, is I've grown with Miles throughout the years. I've played Miles since I was like 17, and then I had to play him since he was 13. So yeah, so I played him in middle school and growing up with him in high school and Meet and Pete, and you know, just that gradual growth of Miles. Took every road of that so far, you know, so coming from Miles is 13 to Miles is now, which you're all are going to see in the second game, it's a huge progression. Yeah.
How you doing, sir?
What's going on, boss? How you doing? What's your name?
Nick, I'm from Aspire TV.
Nice to meet
I
you.
saw you in there chilling. I want to mess with you too.
Oh yeah, oh that question.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
So I got a question for you. The fun thing about comics is that characters are constantly rebooted, relaunched, and their issues are renumbered, allowing for new generations to discover a hero. You taking on Miles gave new crowds access to fall in love with the character. What was the pressure like to not only be the face of Spider-Man, but to know that your face would be the one that millions of people would recognize as Miles Morales?
Man, I never expected it. I never really expected it, because we were just on Disney XD. I was just on Disney XD, just doing the TV show first, and it lasted for like, I want to say 2 to 3 years, and then Disney made their whole transition into going to Disney Plus, and then so I mean, I thought I was just doing a voice for him, at first, and then when Disney made that transition, PlayStation called me over and called us over, like, hey, we're doing something over here. So I never expected it, man. And then they flew me to Serbia, scanned my face in Serbia. So I was in Serbia for like 3 to 4 days, sitting in a booth. The sphere of cameras, and it's like 90 cameras around me, and I'm like, oh, this is new. This is going to another level. This is not just voiceover anymore. Like, we're entering into a whole new realm. And just having that growth of already knowing Miles as a kid and growing up with him as a teenager, I was definitely prepared. Definitely prepared what was to come. But man, I'm thankful for it now, man. It's a blessing. Like, it is. It's truly a blessing. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I've seen you've done a lot of voice acting and acting for both television and video games. My question to you is, what is the process like preparing for, say, voice acting for a video game versus voice acting for just a TV show versus just guest appearances, something like that as an actor?
Yes, definitely script-wise. I say that's the number one the biggest difference is in voiceover, you have your lines right in front of you. You're in the booth, you're closed in, and it's just you by yourself, So I think the preparation for that definitely is more of a mental change, because when you get on set with people and you have that physicality to work with, and you have those, that environmental ground to pick up props and, act off props and act off instinct and listening and reacting to people. It's more of a natural response when you get on set. So you kind of have a little more nerves, because you don't know how your natural reaction is going to go about. So I want to say that's the main difference. In voiceover, you're in the booth talking to the script, or talking to the the casting director or the voiceover voiceover director, about just your whole scene. So yeah.
And then I do.
How you doing, man? What's your name?
My name is Nirav Gandhi. I'm with GameLuster.com.
Nirav Gandhi. Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you, man. Go ahead.
Okay. So I know that you do some motion capture for the Spider-Man games.
Yes.
Where's that line drawn? Is that you like flipping and spinning all over the city? Or?
Yes, they definitely do give me some limits, because I do have the camera attached to me as well too. So we have so many, not arguments, but they're gonna laugh if they see this. We have so many debates. I'm like, no, I want to do my own stunts. I want to crash. So they'll let me do it to an extent, because they'll put a foam wall right here and say, okay, you just crash into a building, I'll have you crash and slide out, or just they'll build they'll have these poles on set, and they'll have this strange structure where they can tie a rope around their mocap stage and just have people swing around, So they did that for me one time. So little things like that. But when it comes to the flipping and the fight scenes, I'm not in those, because it's just too much. We tried, the cameras fall off and all type of things.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, just real quickly, how much time do you think you roughly spend doing the mocap for Miles Morales versus Spider-Man 2 now?
Well, for each game, I want to say it took roughly 2 to 3 years.
Wow.
Each. I want to say both games took roughly 2 to 3 years. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
I got questions to keep you here all weekend. Bro.
Let's go.
So, at Aspire TV, our motto is see yourself here. So, when was the first time you experienced something, whether that was a show, a game, or a concert, and you said, I can see myself here in this space?
That's an amazing question. I'm making my agent laugh over here. Bow Wow. Yeah. I'm from out here. So I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, but my life has definitely been different, since a kid, because I was Little Harry the Hawk. I don't know if y'all were at any Atlanta Hawk games from 2003 to 2007 maybe, but in between those years I was Little Harry the Hawk. So yeah, I was from age 7 to age 10. I was dressing up. They had Big Hairy Dog and Little Harry from those years. Come in and do dance routines, all that, mess with the crowd, all that. So there's videos out there, but since a kid I knew life was different, and this is what I wanted to keep doing, because I was in the back of the arena with the players and just hanging out with them. I just knew as a kid this was different, than waking up in the morning, going to school 6 a.m. in the morning, and then going to a game and just having that lifestyle. So, but seeing people in concert, I had a lot of people that when Usher kind of took me under his wing as well too, for a minute. So just having all those people around and coming from Atlanta, this is music mecca. So it's coming from this place, it builds your courage to dream big,
Thank you.
Yeah. Of course. What's up, man? I didn't get to ask you your name last time, did I?
Yeah, I know. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Mark. I'm from Blerfkast. I'm also here from Atlanta. And I
Nice to meet you, Mark.
Atlanta question to ask you.
What's going on?
So you were recently the face of CocaCola. CocaCola's classic Atlanta company.
Yes.
How does that make you feel, being able to represent an Atlanta
Are you talking about when I did the Coca-Cola print ad
Yes.
years ago? Yeah. Oh, how'd you that? You went back.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, I was yeah, I was probably like 12. I was probably like 12 or 13 when I did that. But yeah, I was different. I was doing a lot of print ads back then, trying to be a little model, you know what I mean? No. But no, I was like 12 or 13, just doing little print ads, and that came about, and it was an amazing opportunity to be a part of that. They had advertisements around everywhere, and then I think it was also one of those commercial print ads as well too. So I mean, that was an amazing find. I forgot about that, to be honest. But yeah, no, it's Coca-Cola, World of Coca-Cola. Of course, I haven't been to World of Coca-Cola since I was like 2 or 3 years old, which is crazy. I do need to go back. I remember when I was here, they had the underground, the candy apples and all that. Yeah, that's good old.
Yeah.
Those are my days. So yeah, I'm already knowing, but that's a good question. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Mark.
So, as far as like aspiring voice actors and actors, like, what would you suggest, since everybody's route is different, what would you suggest how they would approach to do what you do?
Take from your experience. Take from your experiences. I mean, if I'm answering your question correctly, people trying to get into voice acting and trying to, get into the industry of just acting in general. Real life situations are, everything is natural. What we're doing, this is a whole scene. I tell people that all the time. They're always asking me, what can we get into it? What advice would you give? Just take from your experiences, and just, I can't say be natural as possible, because everyone, has their ways of people writing characters and how they want them and how they perceive them. So but I say just take from your experiences and make everything, just connect to your own ways in life. So yeah.
I'm back again.
What's up, man?
So June is Black Music Month. So I want to ask you, what are some of your biggest music influences?
Hey, okay, all right. We can start with Outkast. Start with Andre 3000. Start with Master P as well too. I like Nirvana. I love Nirvana. Let me see. Snoop, like Snoop, love Snoop. I mean, musical influences. Those are people that set a tone. Tupac as well too. I like the Doors. Just making the sound of music timeless, and bringing out a new sound in music, and then influencing like culture. Like when you can do that through a record or through a track, that's insane. So if you can make somebody feel and live different through your ways of just hearing how you come off or how you dress or how you act, everything is just like, okay, those are influential, musicians. Of course, a lot of people have controversial ways of, coming off, but if it moves through a culture, then yeah, that's influential to me. Yes.
So you've done a lot of things in your very short career so far, and you will continue to do great things.
Thank you.
But I just want to ask, what has been a defining role or defining assignment or getting the job that you've done that you personally look back and like, I can't believe I did that?
Oh yeah. I want to say Sam from The Last of Us. Yeah, it was such like a quick in and out type of role, but what The Last of Us did, like, whoa, yeah, it was over 10 years ago, but I mean, no other game has kind of surpassed the numbers and just, I guess, the awards and just the accolades that it has came to, you know, I look back like, dang, we were just, you know, in a mocap stage watching an ant video. It was the weirdest thing. I was at like the second callback and they had like a mutation of an ant on a video, like playing. I was like, this is different. I don't know what I'm getting into. But it was like 10 years ago, like I said, we never knew what it was going to get to now, and people still remember that to this day, and that's 10 years ago. And I'm like, yeah, it's crazy, because that was like the first video game I did, the first experience I had with mocap, and then being around, you know, Troy, and then him telling me at a young age, he's like, once you're in this world, you're not leaving. You know, he was like, once you're in this matrix, this realm, I'm like, all right. So he wasn't lying. Like he was right. So you know, I look back on that one. Like, yeah, I'm thankful, because without Last of Us, I don't think there would be Miles. I mean, I probably would have still ended up here, but like having that experience of mocap and them looking back, like, oh, you know, he's been here before. You know, kind of kicked it up too. So without Miles, I don't think, or without Sam, you know, there would be no Miles.
Yeah, on the topic of The Last of Us, did you get a chance to catch the show yet, and what'd you think?
Yes, I did. Yeah. Great cinematic follow-up. Yeah, great cinematic follow-up.
How do you feel like they did the character there versus you?
Amazing. I know keep on. I haven't met him yet, because he was too young to come to the premiere. When they had the premiere, he's like actually like 8 maybe. But yeah, no, he followed me on Instagram and everything. So yeah, so what Troy told me first, he was like, wait till you see what they did. They added a little extra. I was like, all right. Found out, I was like, oh my god. No, he actually told me at the premiere. He like, whispered in my ear. But yeah, so it was amazing. Great changes. I love Neil to this day. What's up, big bro? How you doing? But yeah, thank you, man.
This is gonna be the last question.
Okay. Suited and booted, man. What's your name?
Johnny Wolf, nice to meet you.
Wait till you get on mic. My bad.
My name's Johnny Wolf.
Johnny Wolf. Nice to meet you, man.
My name's Johnny Wolf, I'm from South Carolina. So I recently met Shamik Moore and I had a conversation with his take on the Miles Morales character. My first question is, have you met him before?
Shamik and I grew up together.
Oh.
Yeah. Shamik and I grew up together, man. That's my brother.
All right, so the part two of the question is, how do you two compare your experiences with your takes on Miles Morales' character?
You know, we actually have not talked about that. We actually haven't talked about that.
We are gonna have a long conversation.
Shout out to Shamik Moore too. I'm gonna tell you how me and Shamik. So both of our grandmas actually are from the same parish and the same area in Jamaica. Same area, not to be St. Catherine. They're from the same area, so they grew up together. I grew up together as well too. They just knew of each other out there. And then Shamik and I met when we were like 14, maybe. Yeah, 14. He did a appearance on my TV show that I did out here, and we just clicked ever since. You know, he sings as well too, and well, I don't sing, but he sings and dances, and I dance as well too. And then, you know, we both just clicked, you know. And then we known each other since we were like 14, and I moved back to LA. Well, I was already living in LA, and then, you know, just making my ways back to the South to film, because a lot of production was happening out here. So I was filming out here, seeing Shamik and seeing him hanging out here, and then going back to LA. So during all that time, yeah, I mean, we both just grew up, and then we haven't seen each other in a couple of years, and then I started doing the TV show and the game, and then the movie came, and I was like, oh, I didn't know they were having a movie, and I found out, I was like, I was dying. So then, you know, yeah, right, yeah. So yeah, like I said, me and him, like, we would come out here in Atlanta, I'll come out here and we have a ball, like seriously tear up the city. So it's just funny how the world's just connected. And man, yes, we haven't had a talk about that yet. We need to. We have to sit down. I just saw him recently too. Yeah, I just saw him recently. So yeah, so shout out to Shamik Moore. Everyone go check it out. June 2nd, Spider-Verse. Everyone, every camera.
I'm guessing we'll all be there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what's your name? You're Johnny Wolf. That's right. Where you from, Johnny Wolf?
I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, Charleston, that's right. You said that as well too. I like your outfit, man.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, we're at the end of the questions, and if you have, if you're okay with it, would you like